Okay, so the first card you have your past is the Six of Cups. Okay. Very mixed. This card feels very mixed to me. It's a very innocent card, very beautiful card. It can be about families, family reunions. Usually it's very, very positive. I know it is. But there's a little bit of, it feels mixed to me. There's a little bit of, okay, how do I say this? I don't know if this is going to make sense. This is what's coming into my mind. I'm getting picture perfect, picture perfect. It's like, oh, this is picture perfect. It's too perfect. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like, you know, when you look at this, it's a beautiful scene. So it makes me think of, you know, a family photo. When you take a family photo and everyone's posing, they've got this big smile. But sometimes people are smiling, but maybe sometimes behind the smile, it's not all that fantastic. So, yeah, so obviously this is about family. Yeah, okay, so this is why I'm getting this. I can see this now. It's like someone was trying to rewrite history. Now, I'm not sure who this is in your family. So, yeah, someone was in denial. Someone was in denial of something that happened. That's what I'm getting. So if that resonates with you. So I know this is only going to be for a few people. Now, if this is you, and you know this, you know that this is true, you know that, you know, people are in denial. It's very, very strange. It's almost like you're in a strange sci-fi movie, that you know that things are true, but other people are in denial of that. Very horrible feeling, very strange feeling. Now there's distancing here, absolutely distancing. So, you know, there's a man walking away on the left-hand side of this card. It's very small, but you can just see him. He's just walking away. So, so yeah, I think you walked away. You walked away from this, or you distanced yourself, or maybe you walked away from this whole family at one time, from everyone. There's some, whatever it is, there's some kind of distancing that happened at some time. I'm getting that. Now, okay, I'm seeing this. This is, again, probably only for a few people, but I have to say this. This is what's in there. It has to come out. I have to say this. Oh, it feels so horrible to say this. It feels horrible to me to say this. Cold ice, no apologies, things being swept under the carpet. Yeah, pretending things are fine. All that. Yeah, this pretending things are fine. That's why I was getting that family picture. Pretending things are fine. Big smile on the outside. So, yeah, I'm not sure how serious this is. I don't know exactly what happened, but if this is you, I just want you to know this. It doesn't matter whether other people think it's serious or not, or what they think. Forget them. It doesn't matter. It's serious to you, and if it's serious to you, that's all that matters. You know, you've got every right to express how you feel if that's what you want to do. And also, if you don't want to, you've got every right to keep it to yourself as well, if that's what you want to do. And if you want to keep away from certain people, that's up to you as well. You do what feels right for you around this situation. Now, okay, now if this resonates, yeah, this is what I'm getting. There's this, yeah, I think some people might want you to come round to their way of thinking, or they tried to talk you around or something. I'm getting that as well. So you're quite wary of a lot of people because of that, probably because of what happened, whatever this is. So you're wary of trusting people. I'm getting that. And there's a barrier around you. And, you know, you're nice, you've got friends and all that, but it takes a lot for someone to get close to you. I'm really seeing that. So, yeah, it looks like you grew up, it looks like you moved away from all that. You're in a better place now, I can feel that. Yeah, there's still this barrier there. There's still this barrier there. And that's why this is all coming up now, I think, because there's something coming up with your family. Maybe your family have spoken to you. Maybe you've had phone calls recently. Something's come up with them that's made you think about this maybe, or it might be coming up soon. That's a warning if it hasn't yet, if that's you. Yeah, someone's in denial. I keep on seeing that. Someone's in denial. Someone's in denial. And you've been avoiding someone. You've been avoiding this person, probably this person who's in denial. And yeah, with the Queen of Swords, you can see that. So, yeah, they made up stories. Whoever this was, someone made up lots of stories. And yeah, I think you probably just look at this person and you think, well, were you actually there? Were you in a fairy tale? What is this? What are you talking about? I'm getting that. What are you talking about? I don't know if you say anything to them, but I think you think this in your mind. What are you talking about? So, okay, I feel as if I have to say this for someone. If you feel uncomfortable going to something where these people are going to be, you don't have to go there. You don't have to do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. I just feel as if I have to keep on saying that to someone, because it feels like someone's been talked into something and you feel uncomfortable if this is you. I'm just getting that feeling around that, and so I feel as if I have to say that you do not have to go to anything you don't want to go to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So I just want to keep on saying that to someone. So, okay, I'll talk about the Queen of Swords now. Yeah, this is another really clear message again. If you want to shield yourself like this Queen from people's words, I'm getting that. That's what's hurting you, people's words. People's words. You don't need to be around that. You don't have to. And yeah, you've got this barrier around you, and you can see that here, you know, you're really careful of who you let near you. Now, if you look at this Queen, she's up high. So she's up in the clouds, up in the sky, and she's got these beautiful butterflies everywhere and birds everywhere. She's got butterflies in her crown, butterflies on her throne, birds in the sky. So yeah, there's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of pain here. I'm not going to pretend it's not there. It is there. But you know the truth. And that's why you're a lot freer than a lot of these people that are in denial. That's the difference between you. So just remember that. You've got the truth and it sets you free, because you don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to sit around pretending. You don't have to sit around with a big smile on your face in the family photo, pretending everything's fine when it's not. You can be real, and that's what sets you free. So just remember that. If you're still going through any of this pain, remember that. I really, really, really hope that helps someone who's going through something. Okay, so there's something else here. It feels like someone's coming close to you, or they'd like to come close to you. Yeah, just looking at these clouds again, you know, this barrier that's around you. Yeah, it's an emotional barrier, obviously. You know, because clouds are obviously made of water, which is emotion, but you can't touch clouds. You can't touch them. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Someone wants to come close to you, but they can't. They can't touch you. They can't get close to you. They can't do that right now. Now, it's probably because of this lockdown. It might be that, it might be something else, but you know, there's that. So yeah, so there's a lot of family energy all over this reading with you, obviously, but with them as well. So maybe both your families are creating some kind of barrier as well between you. It might be an actual physical barrier. It might be someone saying you can't be with that person. It might just be a mental barrier. It might be an emotional barrier. Maybe it's very subtle that's stopping you. I don't know. It might be that, might not be. Yeah. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks like whatever happened to you in your past, whatever that is, that's what's creating the barrier for you. And for them, this love connection, it feels like they've got something to do with either family or something like that. And it's tying them up. They're going through something that's tying them up right now. I'm really literally getting that. I'm tied up right now. And maybe they've said that to you. I'm tied up right now. So yeah, it might be that they're going through a divorce or something like that. Something they're tied up in that they need to untangle from. Yeah, practical things I'm getting. So maybe they've got practical things to sort out. And yeah, they're not with you because of all these different reasons. It looks like there are lots of different reasons why, actually. But if you're talking to them, and if they sound a bit preoccupied, or they feel a bit distant from you, you know, they've got a lot to sort out. They've got family things, practical things, lots of things to take care of. There's a lot of stress around them, actually. They're bogged down. So just remember that they've got all these other things. So, you know, if you're worried, oh, why aren't they talking to me? They've got lots of things going on. So I'm just seeing that there. I just wanted to tell you that. So, all right. So the last card you have, your past, is the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. This is representing you. That's what I'm getting. This is representing you. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be female. If you're not, it can be anyone. What it does mean is that you're strong and you've grown. You've grown in your strength because of everything you've been through. The Empress has been through a lot in her life. That's why she's where she is now. And yeah, you've worked through a lot in your mind. You've really processed a lot of this. You've come out the other side of this. You've still got that barrier there, but you've come through a lot. You've worked through a lot in your head, I think. I don't know if you've been through therapy. Maybe you have, but you've worked through this in some way. I'm getting that. Now, okay, I feel as if I have to say this again for someone. Look at how comfortable this Empress is. There's nothing wrong with protecting your comfort. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself against people who you feel might hurt you, whether it's family or whoever it is. Doesn't matter who it is. Protecting yourself is a strength. Caring about your own comfort is a strength. It's not a weakness. So don't let anyone say that to you, because again, I keep on seeing someone is being talked around. So they might be saying, oh, you can't keep away from family forever. Oh, you can't be by yourself forever. You have to talk to us. We're family. We're family. Might be that. If that's what's going on, again, do what makes you feel comfortable. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Okay. Right. So the first card you have your present is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of hesitation in this card, and obviously this is this love connection. This is the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is what I'm getting. They're struggling right now. They're struggling. Okay, I'm just going to say some words that are in my mind. What I'm getting is it feels like maybe they can't express all of this to you, and so for some reason I'm getting all these words. So I'm going to say this. I don't know if they're going to make sense. This is just what's in my mind. So this is how they might be feeling if this is you. So they're stunted. I'm getting stunted, stifled. I can't move. I can't be myself. I can't show what I want. I can't show what I want to do. I have to be silent. I can't speak. I can't be myself. So all of that kind of thing, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, there's someone around them. There's someone around them. Now, I don't want you to worry about this. I'm not seeing any other love connections or third parties or anything like that. I'm not seeing anything like that. I just want to say that. I'm getting this really strong feeling that they have to keep quiet. Yeah, they're battling something. They're waiting for this to be over. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, there's lots of stress here, lots of stress. I think they might be hiding this from you. They're not telling you something. Yeah, they're not telling you something. That's probably why I was getting this distance that you were feeling. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah, if you look at this knight, he's obviously a really proud knight, very proud. You know, he's beautifully dressed. He's not galloping. He's not rushing around like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. He's a very proud knight. He wants to be in control of himself, and he wants to give off a good impression. You know, he's so well dressed and everything. So, you know, it's like he's the knight in shining armor. So he's coming up to this water. If you look at him, he's coming up to the water, coming up to the emotion, but he's not quite there yet. And that's why you're getting this distance, because he can't quite get there yet. He wants to get to you, but he can't. That's what I'm seeing there. Now, again, to you, it might look like they're being distant or they're holding back or something like that. And they are distant. I can see that. I can feel that. But it's for a reason. It's for a reason. They want to sort out this by themselves. Yeah, they don't want you to see their mess. They don't want you to see them in their mess. They want you to see them like this. Perfectly groomed, in order. They know what they're doing. So that's what I'm getting there. So if this resonates, if you're talking to them, if you're having really good conversations and everything seems fine, but there's this little bit of distance there, if that's how you're feeling, don't automatically think the worst. It's not what you're thinking if you're thinking the worst. So I just have to tell you that. Now, I just want to say this. If you are dealing with someone who's sneaky or whatever, and you know that this isn't for you, it's just if you've got this little tiny bit of, oh, I don't know, you know, that's what I'm talking about. It's okay. As far as the two of you are concerned, it's okay between you. As far as they're concerned, they've got all this stress, but it's nothing about the two of you. So I just felt as if I had to say that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to talk about the Eight of Swords. and the Two of Wands here as well, because they're really talking about the same situation. So, okay, so with the Eight of Swords, yeah, there's someone around them. Again, I'm seeing that. This person's bringing them so many problems, all these problems. And right now it feels like they can't do anything about this, that they're tied to something. You can see that with this woman. But literally, she's tied. But I think in their mind, okay, they hate being where they are. They hate that. They're not happy where they are. They'd like to move toward you. They don't want to be where they are. I can see that. But they can see an end. They can see that there's an end coming to this. And I'm just getting this feeling of having to play things really carefully. Delicately. I have to be delicate. I have to be careful. I have to be careful around them. So there's this person around them. They have to be very careful. Someone could make problems for them. Yeah, it might even be that there's someone who's a little bit unstable around them. It might not be that, but I'm just getting a little bit of that. Someone who's not really in reality. Okay, so if you look at the Two of Wands, you can see that it won't be like this forever. That there's a way forward, and they can see that. They can see the way forward, but they want to sort this out themselves. That's really clear. That's everywhere. And again, if this is all resonating, if you're worried that there might be a third party or something like that, there aren't any threes in this whole spread. No threes here. Look at this, not one. So there are no third parties that I'm seeing here. Okay, so the false card you have your future is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is interesting because I'm getting parallels between the two of you actually, because you've got a lot in common actually. And you know that, you probably know that already anyway. But yeah, you've got someone around you. This is what I'm getting. You've got someone around you. Well, they're not around you, but they're in your family from what I'm seeing. And they're holding on to a narrative. And it's not true. And I think this person who's around them is, they're the same. They're, they're holding on to something. They want it to be true, and they're fighting for this thing that they're holding on to. And they're around this person, very difficult person. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Fighting for a fantasy. So they're fighting for a fantasy. It's not true. And yeah, I think that's why I was getting their mind not being quite right, this person who's around your love. So maybe that's what's going on there, that they haven't got a very good sense of reality. So okay, so yeah, just looking at this card, again, it might be that they're going through a difficult divorce or some kind of complicated thing like that, where there's money involved, because you can see on this card, someone's holding on to an idea, definitely, of how things are. And it looks like they're probably trying to hold on to money as well, like the man on this card. So again, it might be a divorce. It's some kind of very complicated problem that they're tied in. So if they're going through something like that, if it is a divorce or something, and that's what they're going through, I wish I could tell you what the outcome is going to be, but I can't see that here. There's no justice card here. So, I'm not going to pretend I can tell you what's going to happen at the end. I really can't, because it's very, 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 very complicated. There's lots of things that could happen before they get to the end. You've got the Five of Wands here, which is all complicated. It's like a big mess. So, I can't see what the outcome is going to be. I wish I could tell you that, but I really can't. I have to be honest. But it looks like they think they can get through this, and that's half the battle. Your feelings and your thoughts are half the battle. If you think you can do something, you're halfway there already. So that's how they feel. So I can really see that. I can see that. And they've got a lot ahead of them, but they're positive. They can see the end to this, and they're trying to spare you the worst. I'm seeing that everywhere. So, okay, so the next card you have your future is the Knight of Pentacles. Look at this. They're in a mess. You can see that really clearly with the Five of Wands down there. But it's the Five of Wands. This is mess. This is children. It's messing around. It's not the Five of Swords or the Seven of Swords. There's nothing that they can't handle. If there was a Five of Swords, you'd be really, really worried here. But it's you know, this is the 5 of Wands. So these are children playing. So it's kind of like, well, it's a big mess. It's really difficult, but I know that I can outsmart this or outwit this, or I can get to the end. And, you know, again, if you've got any doubt at all about this person's feelings, look at how this page is looking at this coin. Not this page, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying page. Knight. Look at how this knight is looking at this coin. That's how they feel about you. That's how they feel about you. It's like, I'm looking at this, I'm gazing at this coin. It's lighting up my world. It's all golden. So yeah, that's how they feel, like this knight. And again, with this knight, they know it's going to take time. You know, so, okay, so before I finish this reading, a lot of this reading was about this other person, I know that, but I kept on getting this, I kept on feeling this need to reassure someone, and what I kept on getting was that there was a love connection here, and they didn't feel able to express that, to tell you how they felt, because they were caught up in this thing and they wanted to keep it from you. But for some reason, I was getting all these messages that I had to tell you how they were feeling.